with a primer. I have been recently really liking this one, the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Feels very, feels like silicone on your face, and they really fill into the lines and all that. So I'm just gonna press that into my cheeks here. And if you see me constantly looking to my right, it's because I'm checking the viewfinder to make sure that everything is clear and focused, because I'm not used to making these videos or even talking to myself. This is a little weird. But anyway, so once that is set into my face, I'm just gonna wait a little bit, just like a minute or two. Next, I will be taking, this is another new purchase of mine. Been raving, a lot of people have been raving about this, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in the color Moonstone. I think they make one in pearl. It was way too white, but this is supposed to give your skin a very dewy finish. This is great for the summertime. You can mix this with your foundation or use it as a primer. I'm going to use it as a primer today. I'm mainly going to put it kind of along my cheekbones, my nose, places where I want the highlight to go. So it gives like a nice glow to the face. And I might be adding this later on too, if I feel like I'm not getting the right amount of dewiness. But as you can see, my face is already shining. We are going to start with the eyes, because for a smoky look, I don't want any fallout on my face. I don't want to go through the process of doing the whole foundation and the concealer and everything, and then having this smoky, the eyeshadow colors dropping onto my cheekbones here under my eyes, and then having to take things off and start over again. So we're gonna go straight into the eyes. I am taking MAC Dip Brown. I'm sorry. My MAC's Fluid Line eyeliner in the color Dip Down. Sorry, Dip Down. It's like a chocolate brown eyeliner, but I'm gonna be using this as my base. So you take, or I take, MAC's 217, and I'm gonna be taking a little bit on my brush, just like that, just a little bit. And I'm gonna zoom in here so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, is this focused? There we go. And let me grab my mirror here. I'm putting that on the outer corner of my eye and just using whatever's left on my brush to bring it in. I don't want to pass this crease area, so I'm just going to be blending that in like this. And if you noticed, I didn't use a eye primer because for this look, I'm already using this base color, so there's no point in using a primer, I think. So once that's on, like that, you open your eyes, you get like a soft smoky effect there. Again, we're not doing black today because that's a little harsh. The look we're going for is very Kim Kardashian smoky eye, so kind of like a brown, dark brown colors, which is usually what she does. I've rarely seen her go like black smoky, but so that's it, and I'm going to do the same to the other eye. Alright, that seems good enough to me. See, it's not perfect, but we're going to go with it. Next, I'll be taking MAC eyeshadow in the color Kid. It's like a taupe brown color, a really good transition color. And I'm going to be picking up a MAC 224 brush. Looks like that. It's kind of like a bigger blending brush. I'm just going to swirl it on there. This doesn't have too much color, so you can kind of pick up a decent amount there. And I'm going to be just like that in my crease area. And I'm gonna keep going until I feel like it's kind of blended through. Now I know this looks funny, but don't worry about it, because the eyeshadows that are gonna go on top are gonna blend that out. So we're keep going, blending up. This is a transition shade, so it's not that dark. The next color I'm gonna be taking is Mac's Rule. Kind of like what is this? Like a orange. Doesn't look very orange on camera, but it's like a orange peachy color. And I'm gonna use the same brush and put that again a little under my brow on top of my crease. Windshield wiper motions. Just blending, blending, blending. Okay, now we're gonna get a little bit darker and we're gonna start covering up the little imperfections that are happening with the base here. And I am taking Espresso by MAC, and I've hit Beyond Pan on this one, but it's still good to go on the sides before I get a new one. And I am taking a smaller brush here, a smaller crease brush. This is M507 from Morphe or Morph. I don't know what they say, but I say Morph. Yeah, so I'm gonna just take a little bit there. And now, let me bring my little mirror. Now what I'm gonna be doing is, let's start with this eye. Putting that color on top of that base and placing it on the outer corner, but swiping in. Going to swipe in. You don't want to put the color here. That's a whole nother look. That's like a spotlight makeup look where they do dark on both sides. That's not the look that I'm doing today, although if you guys want to see that, I could do that too in another tutorial. This one is going to be still concentrated on the outer corner, the darkest color on the outer corner, and swiping it in to diffuse that. And I'm going to be blending right there. There. Do you see how now the color has gotten rid of the imperfections of that brown base that looked really splotchy, like that one? So now let's correct this one. The number wiped off, but it's the small MAC pencil brush. And I'm going to be taking that same dark brown color, the espresso color, and putting a little bit under my lid. Just like that, to create that smoky effect. You can't really do a smoky eye or have that smoky eye effect without using incorporating the color on your bottom lash line. So if you're one of those that's scared to kind of put a little color here, the smoky eye effect doesn't really work unless you really do that. So now the amount of intensity is up to you, but for my eyes, this is considered a softer smoky eye, so just placing the color on the edge and using whatever's left on the brush to swipe in like this creates enough of a smoky eye. I think you don't have to go overboard. Alright, it's good enough. Next, I will be taking MAC's Eye Kohl and Smolder Eye Kohl. It's a black color. I'm gonna be lining my waterline. Just like that. And my other eye. Alright, who are you? Inglot's eyeliner gel, number 77. I am not doing a winged out eyeliner. I am just going to be doing a small line up at the top. Let's see here. So I'm just creating a small line, and we are going to be smoking this out too, so no need to be perfect here either. just like that. Hopefully you guys can see. There, you guys see that? Real simple. And then, I don't know why I'm singing. Oh, here. We're taking a flat brush. This is from Pedalium Tools 714. And, ooh, blurry again. I'm just gonna do that, which is just blending out that eyeliner. And again, the main purpose of the eyeliner, you can skip this step if you're not using lashes, but who doesn't use lashes anymore? But there you go. See the difference? There and there. So now I'll be doing the same to the other eye. So far this is what we have here. I'm going to be taking a small amount and putting a little under my eye as well. Just a little bit on the outer corner part. I'm just kind of taking a little bit of the eyeliner, not too much, just a little bit. Because I will be taking that same flat brush again and using that to blend out the color and diffuse it inward. Okay, now it's time for mascara and lashes, and I'm going to do that off camera real quick, and I will be right back. Alright, so here is the look with the mascara and the lashes, and these lashes are the Huda Beauty lashes. These are the Samantha ones. So I like these lashes. They're very, they kind of give like a rounded effect instead of a cat eye effect, which is nice for a look like this when you're not doing a cat liner. Kind of zoom in here to show you guys the lashes. I don't know if you can see. Hopefully you can see. Kind of look like that. Very fluffy. They are comfortable. I've worn more uncomfortable lashes, I guess, but these are okay. So now we are going to move on to foundation, and I am using my LC Cosmetics in Sand with the Beauty Blender, just dabbing this on, starting on this side of my face. And I want to go down my neck here, a little behind my ear. And I have a terrible scar here. I don't know why. I don't even know how that happened. I think I scratched myself. But hopefully that's get covered up. I'll cover that up with some concealer. But moving on to this side of the face. Now, LC foundation oxidizes. So what that means is throughout the day it gets a drop darker. So if you feel you're looking white or yellow, it well, all their colors are kind of yellow based. And I am really excited because, as you can tell, I have very dark under eyes and sunken in under eyes, and I got the It Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector Concentrate Cream in medium. So it's a very salmon pink color. When I put on my concealer, it covers, but covers the darkness of it all. It brings out under my eyes, but it doesn't do a good job on the color part. So what I mean is the lightness of the concealer will bring out the sunken part, but not correct the color. So that's why nowadays you're hearing a lot about color correcting under the eye. So it's a two-part under eye coverage. The first part corrects the color, the second part brightens and brings out sunken eyes so that they're brighter. So This has been my favorite concealer brush. There's no number. It says Laura Mercier's Camouflage Powder. I guess it's a powder brush, but I use this as a concealer brush because it's amazing. And this is my first time using this, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's either going to crease on me like crazy, and I will hate it, or I'll love it. So, let's see here. Okay, so when you're color correcting, that doesn't mean the big triangle business that we're all doing with the highlighters. That only means the areas that you need color correction, which for me are just right here. This is the main area of mine that's just a little bluish, reddish. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's red. It's weird. So same on this side. And I think I actually picked up a little too much on my brush, but I'm gonna now blend it out slowly. And so far I'm liking it. The consistency is very creamy, very similar to MAC's Pro Longwear. So now I'm going to use the Beauty Blender and blend this in just a drop for now. And next I'll be taking the actual concealer, which is NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard. So now I'm going to place this. Now this is the part where we can go in a triangular shape, which is like this. Down the nose, and then you connect that line, hence the triangle. And I kind of just do this just to blend it out a bit. And I will go down the bridge of my nose, like so. And a little bit on top of my lip there. Okay, now we're going to blend this in. So now I'm going to cream contour. I typically don't. I only use powders, but I will just for this purpose of this video, and some of you might want to learn the cream contouring. I am using LA Girl's Pro Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze. It's a very chocolate brown contour color. Now, which is great. The best brush that I have used for the cream contouring is this MAC's 159. And you guys see that brush? It's like a kind of like a it's not a dome shape. I don't know what they call this. Anyway, MAC 159, and I'm going to take a little bit on the edge there, on the white part. And then, I'm not going to put this straight on my face. I'm going to blend out some of the color here first. Now I'm going to go. I don't like creating those war lines everyone's doing. I'd rather put it on my face already blended in. So, as you can see, as I'm putting it on, I'm not creating a stark line. I'm blending as I'm putting on. So, just like that, where the hollows of my cheeks are, they typically will be, see where my cheekbone is? When I smile, it's like my bone's right there. It'll be kind of follow your ear line right there. So I will blend this up, whatever's left, onto my forehead. And in circular motions, I'm blending, blending, blending. This right now is too harsh for me. This is not good. So, I'm gonna just take my beauty blender. Oh, that worked. See? Now it's good. It's good. So, same thing with the other side. Here's the cutest thing ever. This brush comes in a mini brush. I swear I have it. Ugh. Oh, found it. This is the MAC 287. So the mama and the baby. This one is going to be good for the nose because it's a smaller version of the bigger one, obviously. So for the nose, I don't have a big nose, but you don't want your face to look flat. So I'm only going to be kind of contouring around my tip, around the tip of my nose. So very lightly putting in a little bit, blending down. Same on this side. Blend it. Blend, blend, blend. All right. Now, I also, you can also do the jawline, but I don't. I feel like no matter how much I blend, I can still see a line. So I stay away, at least on my face. So, oh my god, I have to stop looking this way. How do people do this? Anyway, Laura Mercier's translucent powder. But I wouldn't do this on an everyday basis. But you take a lot of powder, like that. And I will be placing that under my eye, wherever I put the concealer. So it's like semi-baking. With baking, they like overload, but this is a light bake. We're baking cookies, not cake. So the rest of my face, I'm going to be setting very lightly. It kind of seems unnecessary, but I'm still going to do it anyway. MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. And I'm taking just a big brush like this, and I'm just kind of dusting around. I do want a dewy effect, especially around my cheekbones, so I don't want to go overboard with the powders, except for under my eye, because I crease a lot, as do most people. So it looks like I'm brushing away the under eye, but I'm not. See, it's still there. We're kind of just going around it because we're letting that still bake. A bronzer, I'm using Hoola, Benefit Cosmetics Hoola. And after the bronzer, I'll probably wipe this away because that's enough. So, taking a little bit on this brush, which is the Morphe M510 brush. It's like my favorite brush when it comes to contouring now. I know it seems really small, but it kind of gets into the right at that point where I want it to. Because some of the bigger brushes, you start contouring and the next thing you know, your contour is like this big. But you really want your contour to be a little bit smaller, a little sharper. And just going over the areas where I contoured with the cream. And do this side. Oh my gosh, I never concealed this. What? I'm just gonna dab it with my finger. And ta-da, it's gone. It's gone. So I'm just gonna wipe away that Laura Mercier powder. okay? And I'm really impressed with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector. So if you have dark eyes, like dark and you need color correction, this is the way to go. I got this from Ulta. It was like, God, I don't remember, 20 something? I don't remember, but it's worth it. I don't know, if you have dark eyes and you really want to cover. But yeah. My blush of choice is, as always, MAC's Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. Right there. Because this blush isn't that intense. So brushing this along the contour line. This isn't the type of blush, the Warm Soul by MAC, that you want to just use on your cheek, the balls of the cheek. This isn't the type of blush that you want to use only on the apples of your cheek. The balls of your cheek, like really? But it is a really good blush to blend in with your contour. Oh my god, I went like overboard. What the hell am I doing? So, I keep saying so, oh my god. Now I will be highlighting. Oh, by the way, that blush brush was a number 22B from Napoleon Purtis. As you can tell, this brush like is destroyed, but I cannot find a brush like this. I bought MAC's 116 and they look similar, but no, this is just so much better. This is too dense. You need a softer brush. So I gotta get another one of these. Now I'm using the Sigma Tapered Highlighter Brush F35. And I'm going in with Champagne Pop from Jaclyn Hill. I mean, Jaclyn Hill made it. It's from Becca Cosmetics. But I will be highlighting cheekbones. And on this side, and I will take a little bit and just, for dewy, that's why I'm kind of putting this highlight around my face, tip of my nose, above my eyebrows, just like that, just dust on. But the main part of it will be going on your cheekbones like that. So we are glowing. Lisa Watier bronzing powder in Havana. I love this bronzing powder. It is shimmery, so it's great for summertime smoky. And I'm using the Morphe M553 brush. It's kind of like a huge tapered brush. And I will be flipping it, not flat like this, but sideways, and going over the contour areas again. Just like that. Just adds a little bit more of a warmth to the face, going over the forehead. And this is the only color where I'll kind of take around my chin and jawline. Just like that. Give a bit of a bronzed glow. Now, the final cheek color, Japonesque. Hopefully I'm saying it right. In Velvet Touch blush in number 3. Cute, very cute pink. I don't know. It's kind of like a mix of a pink and a peach, I guess. So again, taking my favorite brush. Now these are really pigmented, so we want to take just a little bit, tap it off. And this one I'm going to put on the balls of my cheek. No, the apples of my cheek. like so. So now I'm going to be doing my brows. I am going to be using two different colors, which is Anastasia's Brow Wiz in dark brown and chocolate. And I will also be using her brow powder that I got. What color is this? In brunette. So again, I'm going to be doing this part off screen as well, and because I'm going to be doing a very in-depth eyebrow tutorial, and I don't want this video getting way too long, so yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to be taking MAC's Vanilla and using it as my brow bone highlight. So I'm just taking a very small amount and putting it right under my eyebrow right there. Seems so unnecessary, but they make a big difference in the complete look. And I'll be taking more and putting it on the inner corner of my eye. And on this side. Ooh. It's time to finish off with the lips. And with the lips, I'm going for... What am I going for? I'm going for something. Oh. Bobbi Brown lip pencil in Ballet Pink. I found this at Namie's and I love it. The lipstick I'm going to be using is MAC's Velvet Teddy. And these two colors are like perfect together. This lip liner actually goes with a lot of different lipsticks. That's why I like it. Cool. So since I'm going for a dewy look, a dewy smoky look, I'm gonna take a little bit of that champagne pop with my finger and just really lightly dab it onto the center of my lips. Because MAC's Velvet Teddy is matte. So here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and thanks for watching.